Hey there, before we dive into today's episode, I have something exciting to share with you. If you're ready to grow your podcast, reach more listeners, and turn your show into a revenue generating machine, you need to be at the Moms Behind the Mic Summit. This free virtual event is happening from March 24th through 27th, and it's packed with actionable sessions from expert podcasters and business owners who know what it takes to build a successful show without spending all day on social media. Grab your free ticket now by going to momsbehindthemic.com and let's take your podcast to the next level together. What if I told you that you don't have to spend hours a day on social media to grow your business? In fact, you can have a strategy that actually works in just 2 hours a week. If you're ready to stop the scroll, ditch the overwhelm, and start showing up with purpose, this episode is for you. Welcome to the Moms Make Money podcast. I'm your host, Jenny. I'm the owner of Moms Make Money Collective, a podcast and visibility strategist, and mom of two. Many moms feel like we need to sacrifice our careers for our children, but I wholeheartedly believe that we can have a thriving business and family at the same time. In this podcast, we're going to be diving into the ins and outs of running a business as a mom and getting real and raw about all things parenting. So buckle up because we're about to go all in. Hey, welcome back to another episode of Moms Make Money. I am your host, Jenny, and today we're diving into something that causes a whole lot of stress for moms building businesses, and that is social media. If you've ever felt like you're stuck on the content creation hamster wheel or spending way too much time scrolling, posting, and engaging without actually seeing results, this episode is for you. Because here's the truth, you do not need to be on social media 24/7 to grow your business. In fact, I'm going to walk you through how you can have a social media strategy that actually works in just 2 hours a week. Yes, seriously, 2 hours a week. So let's simplify things, shall we? So first, let's start with what's not working. Too many of us think we have to post every single day, be on every single platform, respond to every comment within minutes, and create brand new content constantly. And for what? Burnout, frustration, and very little actual return. As busy moms, we don't have time to be content machines. And guess what? You don't need to be. What you do need is a clear plan that's aligned with your goals and your bandwidth. So if you've been feeling you're doing all the things and still not getting traction, it's time to reset. So let's get into the good stuff. Here's what a simple 2-hour-a-week social media strategy can look like. Hour 1, create and schedule. So block out 1 hour at the start of the week to batch your content. This includes writing 2 to 3 value-packed posts that educate, entertain, or inspire your audience, repurposing content from your podcast, emails, blog, or old posts. Don't reinvent the wheel. And scheduling everything using a tool like Metricool, Planoly, Later, or even Meta Business Suite. Here's a little secret. Most of your audience doesn't see everything that you post. So it's totally okay to reuse and rotate your best performing content. Hour 2. This is where you're going to be engaging with purpose. So this is your scroll-free hour. Set a timer and respond to comments and DMs. Leave meaningful comments on 5 to 10 ideal client accounts. Engage with any collaboration partners or referral partners. Share a couple stories or behind-the-scenes updates if that feels good for you. That's it. No doom scrolling, no pressure to show up constantly, just intentional interaction. Here's where a lot of people go wrong, though. They try to be everywhere. My advice is to pick one primary platform where your ideal client hangs out and go all in on that platform. For many of my clients, that's Instagram or Facebook. For others, it's LinkedIn or even Threads. For me personally, it's Threads. And once you have a solid rhythm on one platform, you can always repurpose to another one later, but don't split your focus if you're still trying to get traction. It is more important to just be showing up on one place consistently than trying to spread your attention between several different platforms. And let's be real, most people overthink content. So here are 4 simple types of posts you can rotate through. The first one is educational. So this is where you're teaching something or busting a myth your audience believes. The second type is connection. Share your story, a belief, or a quote-unquote mom moment that makes people feel seen. Number 3, social proof. Share wins, testimonials, or behind the scenes of a client success story. Number 4, call to action. Remind people how they can work with you or take the next step. Rotate these 4 types of posts consistently, and you've got a strategy. No fancy reels required. So let's recap. You can run a simplified, effective social media strategy in just 2 hours a week by spending 1 hour creating and scheduling content, and then spending the second hour engaging with purpose. Focusing on one primary platform, that is the key, one platform, reusing and rotating your content, and sticking to a simple content mix that connects and converts. And most importantly, give yourself permission to keep it simple. You're running a business as a mom. You don't need to do it all to see real results. You just need to do what works and do it consistently. All right, that is it for today's quick episode. If you're ready to take back your time and finally stop letting social media run your business and your brain, I hope you walk away from this episode feeling empowered to simplify your social media. If you love this episode, take a quick screenshot and share it on your stories and tag me at jenny.sunnison so that I can cheer you on. And if you're looking for even more simple, sustainable business strategies for moms, make sure you're subscribed to the show so you don't miss a thing. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'll catch you next week. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'd love it if you would head on over to our free Facebook group called Moms Make Money Collective to connect with us further. If you're more of an Instagram fan, make sure you're following us on Instagram at Moms Make Money Collective. If you're loving the show, make sure to leave us a rating and review on Apple Podcast. Your feedback means the absolute world to us. We'll see you in the next episode.